In the 1980s and 90s, the Egyptian snack market was rapidly modernizing, representing a massive volume of consumer demand waiting to be captured. In 1985, a local company named Tasty Foods Egypt capitalized on this demand by launching the Chipsy brand. The product was inexpensive and quickly became ubiquitous across the country. This led to genericization. Genericization is a linguistic process where a specific brand name becomes the generic term used by the public for an entire class of products. Egyptians adopted Chipsy as the word for all potato chips. By 1996, the brand was so established that Tasty Foods formed a joint venture with the global snack giant Frito-Lay, aiming to introduce the premium Lay's brand into the Egyptian market alongside Chipsy. This is a bar chart comparing the sales volume of the local Chipsy brand against the newly introduced Lay's brand. The local partner brand was so dominant, it began cannibalizing the sales of the premium global entrant. Achieving generic status guarantees massive product volume, but it creates aggressive internal competition that a standard joint venture structure cannot survive. 2 years into the venture, Frito-Lay realized they needed total operational control to stop their own partner from destroying the market share of their flagship product. Frito-Lay deployed its holding company, PepsiCo, to execute a dominant corporate acquisition of Tasty Foods Egypt. This is a pie chart illustrating the resulting corporate equity split. PepsiCo aggressively secured 83% of the company, squeezing the local Egyptian owners down to a 17% minority stake. This defensive merger allowed PepsiCo to instantly own the market leader, rather than engage in a costly, prolonged competition against it. While PepsiCo now controlled the market, they inherited a demographic ceiling. The core Chipsy brand was price-locked at a low tier and heavily restricted to younger demographics. Mergers and acquisitions by structural market control. They cannot manufacture organic growth or erase deep-seated consumer biases about a brand. To find new revenue streams, the company conducted extensive focus groups specifically targeting older demographics. The research uncovered a rigid behavioral ceiling. Egyptian consumers over the age of 40 considered eating potato chips to be unusual behavior. The company faced a strict strategic dilemma. They could not market the original product to this mature group because Chipsy was permanently categorized by the public as a cheap brand of the masses. This is a 2x2 brand positioning matrix, charting age against socioeconomic status. To solve the dilemma, the company implemented brand architecture. Brand architecture is a strategic framework used to organize and differentiate multiple sub-brands within a single corporate portfolio to target specific consumer segments. The original Chipsy brand sat solidly in the bottom left quadrant, capturing the youth and mass market segments, but failing to reach higher-paying customers. In December 2005, they launched Lay's Delights into the top right quadrant. This product was designed with imported, complex flavors like Thai sweet chili to explicitly appeal to mature, higher-income palates. This brand separation achieved extreme price elasticity. A large bag of Chipsy of Lay's Delights sold for a full $1. By utilizing a dual brand engine, PepsiCo captured a lucrative, untapped demographic while entirely shielding their premium product from the core brand's strict price ceiling. Growth was briefly threatened by a sudden wave of media messaging, warning the public against artificial flavors, preservatives, and high-fat foods. The company executed an aggressive, multi-channel public relations response across television, radio, and billboards to combat the negative press. Public relations alone was insufficient. The company executed a physical product pivot by overhauling the packaging design to serve as frontline marketing. They made concrete operational changes to the product formulation and communicated this directly on the physical asset, printing "no preservatives added" in Arabic right on the bags. This rapid response neutralized the media threat by addressing customer concerns at the exact point of sale. Maintaining genericized dominance requires shifting from merely selling a product to actively defending the brand's social license to operate. The company transitioned from pushing corporate ideas onto the market to pulling direct data from the public to guide product development. They initiated direct conversations with customers, testing hyper-localized Oriental flavors like shish kebab and grape leaves. This evolved into participatory marketing. Participatory marketing is a strategy that invites consumers to actively engage in the creation or development of a product. They invited the entire country to submit and vote on the next great flavor. To capture the early internet-savvy demographic, they built a dedicated digital portal at ChipsyEgypt.com. Crucially, they created an SMS voting system to ensure the non-internet-savvy mass market was not excluded from the campaign. SMS stands for Short Message Service, the standard text messaging protocol used by mobile devices. This generated a massive national engagement loop, providing a huge influx of data that finalized the winning flavor. The public chose shrimp flavor, resulting in its immediate integration into every supermarket in the country. Turning passive consumers into active stakeholders pre-validated the product, guaranteeing early adoption and deepening brand equity. A dominant market share is never static, even for a genericized household name. This diagram illustrates the three distinct strategic pillars deployed by Tasty Foods and PepsiCo to maintain their monopoly over a decade: defensive M&A, brand architecture, and participatory marketing. These three seemingly disparate tactics actually form a cohesive, closed-loop system for continuous corporate growth. Brand resilience relies entirely on the organizational agility required to constantly adapt to the consumer. The ultimate competitive advantage in an emerging market is the rapid transformation of raw consumer insights into actionable, highly differentiated business strategies.